All right, so hello everybody, this is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. And tonight is Wednesday night, so it must be Wednesday Q&A. So with that being said, let's jump right in. What's your question?
All right. Well, actually, I've been meaning to get with you in the first place and find out more about the training that we're supposed to got going on in Florida next year. And,
okay. All right, let's go right to that. That is going to be at, I'm on the right thing here.
We still got the training tomorrow?
I'm sorry?
You say you're supposed to be doing like a training for the ones that put in this, submitted for the training. You say you're supposed to be having a training tomorrow, like a little conference for those guys. Because remember I had called you last week.
No, not tomorrow. Not tomorrow. We've got training on Saturday, and then we got a symposium on Sunday morning at 9 a.m.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. We got a 9 a.m. Entrepreneurial Symposium at this same conference link. Okay? But let's go ahead and the RBBS. I'll go over to one of these right here. That's the page I want you to go to, the RBBSLLC.org. I'm going to start sharing my screen so you can see everything that I got. All right. But that's what I want you to go over to that right there. The, I don't know why it does that. Let me out of this. I don't want that popping up like that.
Okay.
I don't want that popping up like that. Hold up. I hate when it does that. Let's just do it like this.
So why are you doing that? Let me ask you another question along these lines.
Mm-hmm.
So in order to set up the business, let's say you chose me as one of the trainers, and I set my business up. Would it be wise for me, because this is what me and my wife were thinking about doing. We wanted to set the business up where, like how you say you were setting up you started your broker firm where you had people make the phone calls and then the other people will actually just do the dispatching.
That's the stuff that we're going to be going over on Sunday during the symposium. Now, if you want to know more about that, go to your back office your back office, your video library. Go to your video library. Then when you get there, you're gonna go all the way over to the first couple of videos that we did. Okay, which means you're gonna go. You got to let's see here. The only way you're gonna do it is you're gonna have to go all the way over to the very first couple of videos.
I know last time you said
you're gonna have to go all the way back.
You said it was easy to go to YouTube, so that's kind of what I did. I went to your YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can go to YouTube too, and then you can arrange them at you can arrange the videos how you want to on YouTube. If you want, you can go to YouTube and do it also too. Go to youtube.com to our here. All right, you go to YouTube. You can go to our channel.
You sound like
RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Yeah, man, I'm tired, man. Then you go here and sort by oldest and then it'll redo it, and then it'll pull them up the first 3 videos that we did. And the first one you want to, and the one that shows that one, you're going to look here, the career opportunity. Okay, that one tells you how we're set up. And you're also going to look at, excuse me, the first one, our second video. You're going to look at our first 4 videos. Okay, and you're also going to look at you're also going to look at there's another one. Hold on, see. This is it. They're going to explaining how that setup is. This is kind of like a little short advertisement, but it literally, as you can see here, it tells you how we pay residuals and gives you a breakdown of the setup and the compensation. So, you want to watch this video here real quick. And this kind of explains to you, yeah, I'll post it up for you. This one kind of explains to you how that setup is. Going to be that. Okay, there you go. All right, I see some people joining us late. All right, the first question that was asked was about what's coming up next year in March of 2020, and you all need to go over to RBBSLLC.org. Okay, I think I put the link up there that you all can click on it and go to it. So make sure y'all go to that. And when you get there, you're gonna go to where it says career fairs. Okay, career fairs. And this is the page that explains to you what this is all about. That's coming up in March of 2020. And what we're doing is we're putting together a team. Okay, we're putting together a huge team. Okay, the first year we're gonna need we're gonna be doing. Let me pull up my calculator here. The very first year. Here's what we're going to be needing. Find my calculator. Oh, there it is. No. Calculator.
It's the first one on the stage. The first one.
Oh, there was I'm telling you, I just got my eyesight messed up, everything. It's migraine. They drive me crazy every year. All right. So what we got is this. We've got 4 events that are going to be taking place in all 48 states. Okay, 4 events per year. All right, we're going to need 5. Okay, we're going to be needing 5 instructors per state. Okay, so that's pretty much 5 times 4. So we're going to need 240 instructors. Okay, now. Are we going to need them all starting next year? No. We're not going to be jumping into all 40 states at one time. We're going to go 10 states at a time. Well, the first year is going to be 11 states, so Florida is going to be the first state. It's going to be our test. It's going to be our pilot state. And then once we get around to the 3rd event in Florida, we'll start making sure that we start filling those positions for the following year for the other 10 states. Excuse me. So, if 5 instructors each state, that's 50 instructors per year that we're going to be bringing on. Okay, and that's a pretty good growth rate. Now, as instructors, you all will be paid $25,000 per event. So if you got 4 events for 5 instructors, that means you all are going to be doing what? Goes to about $100,000 per year. Okay, just on what? Each event is going to take 2 weeks out of your life. That's it. All your hotel accommodations, your air travel,
I got to get up
expenses
on
and stuff paid in the city. Starting out, it's going to be Florida. Okay, starting out, it's going to be Florida. The cities, and we're going to be doing the promos like you all see here. If y'all look at these promos here, if you click on any one of these cities with the promo videos, it pulls up the promo about that city. There's one for Miami, of course. You can upsize it. Gives you a little promo about Miami. You all probably can't hear the music, but it's got a nice little soundtrack to it and things like that. These are some of the same promos that we're going to be putting out on social media and on YouTube, Twitter. We're going to be doing, trying to get some television ad slots and things of that nature. We're going to be putting stuff all out. These are the same promos that are going to go out to the PA, Workforce Plus, Job Tools One, the Federal Back to Work Prison Programs. Because all those individuals, all those different government agencies are going to be funding their people to take these course events, okay? And they're going to be paying tuition is $100 to attend this guaranteed career placement event, which is 7 days, all expenses paid, hotel, travel, meals, 3 meals a day, Uber and Lyft rides while you're in the city. So all the students, everything will be paid, everything included in the tuition. Okay. Now, let me close this back out. But each one has its own promo video for each city. Now, as you can see here, if you scroll down here, you'll see where the PDF for the career fair brochure and the course schedule. Okay, go to the career fair brochure, you can pull that up. And this is basically our executive summary of how the event was put together and what the cost factors are and all the analysis and the whole 9 yards. Okay, this is basically what once we hire one, we have a position available for a government funding acquisitions officer, and that position will potentially pay that person $9 million if they can get us approved with all the government agencies that we are seeking to get the approval from, and that way we can apply those in all 48 states, which means that person will be paid $10,000 per event in all 48 states. So if you do 10,000 times 4 times 48, that comes up to be about 1,900,072 or something like that. That's what it comes up to be. And that person will receive that every single year for as long as we on the event. And the only job is to make sure that we stay in compliance and make sure that we stay approved with those government agencies. Okay? And we're going to be putting out how we're going to be choosing that person. We're going to give everybody an opportunity to win that contract. We're going to put it out there on Sunday during our symposium, which is scheduled for this Sunday. We have a logistics entrepreneur symposium, which will be this Sunday. It's on Facebook. The event is on Facebook. We have it up, posted on Facebook, the symposium. Pull that up. RBBS. Come on, slow computer. Since you want to be slow. 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 Okay. RBBS. Here we go. Here it is right there. And this is going to be under our Facebook page, not our group, but it's on our it's on our Facebook page. We have it posted on the group page too. Let me put it pull up here. The events, here it is right here. Events, and it's a symposium that we are inviting everyone in the industry. We're inviting all freight broker trainers. We have sent out invites to all the freight broker trainers, Scott Woods, Oakley, even the ones that talk bad about me. I sent an invite out to them too. Okay, so they will have a chance to join these events as instructors, and we will be paying them $25,000 if they are elected to be one of the instructors. But it's my symposium. Here it is right here. No. Where's my event? I just put it up. There it is right there. All right. This is the event. The symposium is broadcast all over Facebook. We share it just about every night. I'm gonna send it out to you all. You all can go ahead and click on it and let us know if you're going to attend. It's going to be 9 a.m. Sunday morning, from 9 a.m. till about 11:45. So we're going to be going over all of the ins and outs of what this is, how you need to be set up as a company if you want to be one of the ones chosen to be one of the instructors, what the qualifications for it are, and what the guidelines are. I can tell y'all right now the basic guidelines for participating as an instructor is you must be an owner of a state licensed dispatch firm or an owner of a federally bonded freight brokerage firm. You must also commit to offering every graduate from the event. You must be willing to offer every graduate of your firm. You must also those positions must also allow them to the option to work remotely, which means they do not have to relocate to your city or your state to work there within your physical firm. You would allow them to be able to work from their home offices or their own offices within their own city and state. So there's some other things that we don't want you to be able to offer. You're going to have to offer them a percentage pay, not a
base rate,
hourly wage or anything. You want them to be compensated fairly, and something that's going to be beneficial to them, that would allow them to build up to earning 6 figures per year. Okay, and the only way you're really going to be able to do that is offer them a cut. It can be whatever. It can be 60-40. It can be 70-30. However you want to do it, but make sure that you're offering them a pretty good cut. And we would like you all to be set up to where you all could pay them residuals and have the different positions within your firm. Not most broker firms where not so much dispatch firms, but the brokerage firms where you only have just freight broker agents. We want you all to be set up to where you have sales, the executive sales aide, the account specialist, and we want you to have the executive sales agents as well. Like we were set up when we first started out, and that video that I just gave y'all the links to on YouTube, that was right there, explains that to you. Okay, so go to our YouTube channel, watch the first 3 or 4 videos that we did from about 2 years ago, from about 2 to 3 years ago. The very first video that we, and most of those are pretty popular. Like this one had over 1,600 views. One of them has over 14,000 views. One of the early videos that we put out, as you all can, where was it at? As you all can see, we had some pretty popular early on videos. Yeah, here's one that's got 23,000 views. This is one of them. Make sure you watch that one. Over 23,000 views. It's grown. Last time I checked, it was 14,000. It's still growing in popularity. A lot of people are still watching those videos. Here's one that's 14,000 views. And with the 1.8 thousand views and things like that. So they're pretty popular videos. A lot of brokers watch those videos. I've noticed that there's a lot of brokerage firms that are starting to set up their firms the way we were doing it. We were the first to actually set our firms up like that, to offer that residual pay and that the positions that spoke to each person's strength instead of just having them do a blanket thing. We gave the positions that, that's at the areas that they had the most strength in, what they were most competent at. Thus allowed them to do what? Flourish and make more money. But anytime you're doing something that you are very competent in, you're gonna make more money. That's just natural. So that's how we set up our firm, to be able to speak to a person's strength. Okay. Now, to give you a little bit of background about this right here. Okay. This is about 2 years of planning. Okay. All of the background, the analysis, everything. As you can see here, this is our executive summary, our RBBS Logistics Learning Center, freight logistics training, certification, and guaranteed career placement fairs. Okay, there is no other platform out there that has guaranteed career placement. Now, how do we plan on doing that? Because we plan on setting up the networks of companies that are going to be doing the instructors. Each of the events, the 5 instructors will also be owners of brokerage firms and dispatch firms, and they will commit to offering the graduates a guaranteed position with their firm. All right, and how this goes down is as depicted here. Executive summary. An in-depth freight logistics training course offered on-site 4 times a year in 4 of, we put Florida's, and that's just a start, in 4 of Florida's most picturesque and inviting cities: Tallahassee, Florida; Orlando, Florida; Fort Lauderdale, Florida; and Miami, Florida. Actually, it's going to be in reverse. It's going to be Miami first, Fort Lauderdale second, Orlando, and then Tallahassee. Okay, and Miami is scheduled for March of 2020, and the last one is scheduled in Tallahassee for December, the first week in December of 2020. Okay, with guaranteed career placement offers from bonded logistics brokerage firms and state licensed dispatch firms. After successful course completion and a passing of daily course content testing and a final exam with a passing grade not less than 70, 4 weekly career training, certification, and guaranteed career placement events per year with a minimum class size of 45 students and a maximum of 100 students. We're not going any more than 100 students. The reason why? Because you don't want to oversaturate your market. If we start trying to fill up stadium stuff, we'll be, within the first year or 2. Yeah. And you got to remember, these are mostly funded by government agencies. There's going to be probably about 80% of the classes are going to be generated. The participants are going to come from these government agencies: Workforce Plus, Job Source One, Career Source One. Both we have for disabled veterans, federal and state corrections, back to work programs, things of that nature. Individuals who are on food stamps, Medicaid, housing, low income housing, those types of things. Okay, welfare, all those types of things. This will be for those individuals. And they will be able to qualify through their individual government recipient programs, and those programs will cut that $7,500 check. How do we know this? Because those programs already do that for welding classes, truck driving schools, hazmat schools, nursing schools, CNA schools. All these schools that they have out there that they send people to, they pay for it. I know because I was a recipient of this voc rehab. Any veteran that has a minimum of a 10% disability combat, they can go through the voc rehab program, and the voc rehab will pay for their vocational rehab. And they paid the whole $6,500 for me to attend the National Truck Driver School down in Orange Park, Florida. They also cut a check for $450 per week for my food. And they also pay for my hotel expenses the whole 6 weeks that I was down there for that school. And for the 7 weeks that I was on the training truck with covenant transport, they continued to pay me $450 a week, even though I was getting $700 a week from covenant while on the truck. That's those programs work. They don't mind paying the money. Why? Because it helps them to get their people in a much better position. It helps them to get them off of what? Government assistance, thus saving the government what? Billions of dollars every year. Okay? So that is the driving force behind the program. Now, can individuals who don't qualify for those government programs attend these events? Absolutely. They can either pay out of their pocket, $7,500, or they would have the option of seeking the funding from some other from some families that we're bringing forward who will be willing to finance their tuition, and they will be set up to, when they get their position with whatever firm that they decide to go with, from their commissions or from their book of business when they're doing, booking freight, whatever case may be, they will automatically be getting a portion of those of that money to pay back those loans. Okay, so we're going to be set up that way as well. Now, as I mentioned before, minimum of 70. Okay, 100 students. Travel, hotel accommodations, meals, limited postal transport, and lift are covered expenses to be included in the course fee packages and funding. Highlights: after successful completion, graduates will take part in a full day of recruitment-style interviews with multiple established, prominent, and federally bonded logistics brokerage firms and state-licensed dispatch firms, competing to impress those graduates who excel and show promise during the week of course studies, all with the intentions of adding new talent to their network of brokers and dispatch agents. Graduate guarantees at least one contract offer from one of the brokerage firms participating, or dispatch firms participating in the day of recruiting, thus assuring all graduates will receive an offer to become a part of the exciting trucking, freight logistics, and transportation industries as a licensed freight broker agent or as a freight dispatch agent. Average salary for jobs matching this search gives you the average salary based on 3 of the top career monitoring sites on the planet. Up to about $185,000 per year is what what dispatchers and what independent dispatchers and freight broker agents are earning throughout the country. How do we come up with that? And they're based on those postings right there. National salary trend from Indeed.com, which is the most prominent and the largest pool of career monitoring surveys on the planet. Okay, we have them all 3 from PayScale, Glassdoor, and Indeed, and they range anywhere from $41,000, $571, all the way up to $256,000 and dollars, depending on which one you're canvassing. But we can all agree, logistics entrepreneurs such as dispatchers and freight brokers earn as much, if not more, than company truck drivers who the federal government and all those agencies fund for those types of programs. So these are equal to, and as you can see, they actually pay more. This is down to truck. All right. While the averages vary, we do know that brokers make at least as much as company drivers. Many freight broker agents earn 6 figures, most working from their home offices. All lead instructors are master brokers and owners or senior executives of established prominent brokerage firms and or freight dispatcher firms. Phone sales is a major factor in successful freight brokering. In light of this needed skill set, some instructors will be for sales professionals. Okay? Objectives: to provide every graduate with a working knowledge of day-to-day operations of freight brokering equipment. Equip them with the resources, provide them with the training to master the technology used to enhance their success in the industry, and provide them an opportunity to apply their newly acquired skills as a contracted broker/agent through our guaranteed career placement program. Mission statement: we train individuals to be successful with just a period. Okay, the legal entity, which is us, the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. If you click on that, that will take you over and show you what our legal entity is and how we are active and registered with the state of Florida as a legal and tax-paying LLC. And there we are right there. There's our EIN numbers, our document numbers, you can pull up our our annual report and our articles of incorporation. They're all right there. And of course, there I am as the title administrator and stuff like that. The other entity that this is sponsored by, which is sponsored by the RBBS Transport LLC, which is my limited liability company for my dispatch firm. You can click on that, on either one of those, and it will take you over, and it will show you that we are an active dispatch firm, incorporated 3 years ago, 3 years and 3 months ago. We've been in business since that time, and we are an active dispatch firm, as you all can see. So there you all go. The sponsors now, as the sponsors of these events, I myself cannot be an instructor. Okay, that's because we don't want to have any conflict of interest. So I will not be taking up slots as one of the instructors. Okay, I will be training the instructors or taking an integral part in the development of how the courses are outlined and how you all are going about presenting the course and the study work. Okay, because we don't want you all to be like, Bueller, Ferris Bueller. That's not what we want. We want y'all to be entertaining, because you're going to have a 45 people minimum. And we don't want them falling asleep while you just reading off stuff from a book. That's not what this is going to be. Okay, you all are going to have to know the material, but you're also going to have to know how to present it in an engaging and entertaining manner. Okay, that's why y'all see me come on every Saturday. It's kind of like a show. Okay, why? Because I want y'all to stay engaged. I want y'all to be drawn in. I want people to be, that's why people go to our YouTube channel. They spend average hours, minutes watching our videos before they actually hit the pause button. Okay, and that's great for advertisers because we make money from those YouTube videos. Why? Because advertisers, they attach their ads to it, and we receive 55% of the ad revenue from each one of those videos. So it's a very big business on YouTube when you create that type of content. And when you create that content that can engage people and keep them locked in to your content for any length of time, and an hour and 10 minutes before they hit the pause button, that's incredible. Okay, that's top 1 of the viewership of videos on YouTube. Okay, in the engagement level, and then about 82% of those that hit that pause button, they return within 2 minutes. So obviously, they're hitting the pause button and getting up to go get something to eat or use the bathroom, and they come right back, and then they do what? Watch the rest of the video. Okay? So, because there is a lot more to this than just trucking. All right. But you all can go through this and read all of this. It goes in and it outlines how we came up with the numbers, where those numbers came from, what for the work with for the meals, the supplies, the air travel. Everything is broken down, and it shows you exactly how those cost factors, how they came to be. Like on the hotel accommodations, we're basically spending it equals about $867.79 on the hotel accommodations. Basically, and it's about $100, and we are allotting $123.97 per person per day. Okay, so for 1 week of the hotel accommodation, that's the average of what we're spending. Each student, $67.79. That's about what it costs for each student to attend the event for the hotel accommodations for that 1 week. Okay, and how do we get this? We got that from this source, Statistica. This comes from the Statistica average daily rate of hotels in the United States from 2001 to 2018. Okay, you have to back up everything with proven statistics in order for the federal government, when they're looking at it, to put their stamp on something. All right. So everything that we have within this outline is backed up and statistical analysis. And you all can go through it, and look at the numbers and stuff. Same thing with the meals, same thing with the air travel, same thing with the Uber and Lyft rides. You go through it, you have all of these sources of where we can pull this information from. This is not just something that I threw together in a week or two. This is literally 2 years of planning and putting this together in a fashion that it will work properly. But there it is. That's the entire breakdown as to what the tuition comes out to be. And
they're on their own.
So we are showing what the estimated cost per student is roughly $11,824.64 per student per event. Okay, but in doing stuff like this, you have to show the government that you can do it for less than what it's billed out to be. So we show the government that we can do it for $7,500. Okay, $7,500 in the tuition per student. But you all can look that over just whenever you want to. It's there. You can also look over the course training and one orientation line, what's going to be going on. Day 2, what the class, when it starts, when lunch takes place, what time you come back. Basically, it's from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. It's going to be long days. Okay. Now, as instructors, you won't be required to work all 6 days of the instructions. We're only going to need 2 instructors per day on presenting the classwork. So that means the other 3 of you is what? Time off. Enjoy the city. Miami, Dallas, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Houston, Corpus Christi, all types of great cities, Miami, Orlando, things of that nature. So it's not going to be all work, okay? But 2 weeks, $25K minimum. That's if we're doing just the minimum class size. If we hit, let's say, 60 students or 75 students, you all get a $5,000 bonus. If we hit 100 students, you get a $10,000 bonus. So you could be earning anywhere from what? From $25K to $35K per event. Okay? So, but that's what it is. You all can go and check it out, read all about it, and on Sunday, attend symposium. Going to be an opportunity to get that position of a funding officer, funding acquisitions officer, which is going to be paying $1.9 million per year to whoever takes that position. And the way we're going to choose that position is we're going to give everyone the opportunity to earn or win that position. And the way you're going to earn it is you're going to give you all the government agencies that we're seeking the approval from, and the first person that brings us 2 approvals from 2 of the government agencies will win that position. Plain and simple. So we're not basing it on your background. We're not basing it on what you've done in the past. We're basing it on your ability to do what? Perform. and get done what we need to get done. So the first 2 individuals that can bring us 2 of the 4 approvals that we need, you will win that position, plain and simple. Okay? That's how it's going to work. All right. But that's what that is. Okay? All right. Next question.
Yes, Calvin.
Yeah.
That was a long-winded answer. I didn't even catch the question at first.
The guy, well, you asked me to explain what this was all about. That was the question, right?
Okay.
So, that was the question. Yeah, a lot of y'all came in late. You actually didn't hear the first question. That was the question. All right, next question. I can read some of the questions.
I got a couple questions. I wanted to know exactly, you know, since we're getting started and to build our business, where do we direct our clients as far as the website is concerned?
Where do you direct your clients?
Yeah, not the clients, but the
you should be directing them to. Yeah, you should be directing them to your website. Now, what you can do, you can direct them to mydispatcher.org. Okay, if you can direct them to mydispatcher.org. Let's find the page here. You can direct them to here we are.
Yeah, that's
you
what
can direct them to mydispatcher.org, and then because remember, when they come to mydispatcher.org, the area that says "Who are we?" Okay, basically area your clients to come and see what the network is all about. So if they come to this page right here that says "Who are we?" it's going to give them this information here on who we are. Okay, it's going to say, "Get to know us." All right. Fast, friendly, and fully functional, our network of independent dispatchers are well renowned throughout the United States when it comes to finding the right freight for your needs. Our team is up to every challenge with the skill and experience our clients have come to expect. We always stand behind our work, with customer satisfaction being our #1 priority. Contact and learn more about our incredible network of dispatchers and how they can help you. If you scroll down a little bit further, it goes and tells us a little bit more about us. A network of more than, I need to update that, it's actually more than 3,000 now, but more than 3,232 logistics, independent logistics freight dispatching firms and brokerage firms. We're actually on about 1,900, a little over 2,000 dispatch firms. The rest are brokerage firms. Okay, networking more loads built by owner operators for owner operators. So we understand every carrier is unique in their load pricing needs. Our national dispatcher network will cater their load search to your pricing requirements. And there's like some nice little video there that you all can watch. You know, nice little video about how owner operators and we value them and respect owner operators. Owner operators deserve more. That's what that video is all about. That's what we do there. It's only about 47 seconds long. Dispatch agreement. Our national dispatchers network is built by owner operators for owner operators, so we understand every carrier is unique in pricing need. Our network of dispatchers will cater their load search to your pricing requirements. In other words, if you need $2.75 per mile to run a load, our dispatchers will only look for and contact you with offers of $2.75 CPM or better. It's that simple. So contact one of the network's independent dispatch firms today. Dispatchers Network, which is right here. They click on that, and what does it take them to? It's going to take them over to the network directory website, because we no longer give you all extensions or toll-free more. We have to give you entire dispatchers network directory site. This is like you all's own private social media site. Okay. Now I am going to be changing the settings on this to make everyone an administrator, because That's the only way you all can actually go in and update your profiles and add your pictures and add your links and everything to it, so that when people come in and look at your profiles and stuff, they'll be able to click on your links and go right to your personal websites. Now, your personal website is your responsibility, okay? That's your responsibility to build your own personal website. Not provide you with no website to your business, okay?
Right. That's the process of building the website. I just needed somewhere they can actually go.
Yeah, you can send them to the Who Are We page on the mydispatcher.org, and that will direct them to here. Once they read that, it'll direct them over to here, where they can also register as well. As they can register, because anyone can become a member. Because what we eventually want, ultimately, here's what we want. We want this to turn into a hub where shippers, carriers, dispatchers, brokers, everybody in the industry will come here and register. And then you all can connect with each other. You see here, some people have already started their profiles, but I've got to make everyone an administrator. I made everyone a moderator, but that didn't seem to work. So it looks like I'm going to have to make everyone an administrator, okay? And that way you'll be able to go in and update your profiles just as I've done mine. Like you click on mine, you see you put it up your logo, you can put up your email address, you can put up you can go ahead and tell people about yourself, about your business, put up all your phone numbers and stuff. You put links in right to your websites that you can see here. You can click on this and it takes you right over to the websites and stuff where people can pull up your websites and things of that nature. So it's like you're on a social media site. Not only that, you all will be able to come in here and you will be able to create blogs that you can share on other social media sites. You can share them on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and things like that. Why is it important to share? Why it's important to write blogs and share blogs? Because you're sharing unique content that was developed by your company that you can place on social media sites and groups like All Truckers United, Freight Brokers, on Facebook and things like that. That way, people get to see how you are developing your firm. They can see into the insight of the person who owns these firms, and you can share valuable information and your thoughts on the industry. Okay, and you can develop a following, and people can actually send you They can actually send you a friend request on here. Each member can send out friend requests, and you can ask other members to you can connect with each other, and you all can create forums where you all can create your own forums and stuff where you all can talk to each other and send each other, different friend requests and things like that. Okay, so it's a great area. It's a lot better than just having a toll-free number, okay, and an extension. All right, but when they come here, you'll see right here the network of more than 3,000 independent dispatchers, brokers, and logistics professionals networking to owner high freight. Built by owner operators, whatever. Our network, our dispatchers network will cater their load search to your pricing requirements. If you want to know a little about us, it gives you a nice little synopsis of who we are and what you all are all about. And it also talks about the game changer, the straight dispatch extension, which was developed by Mr. Hodge. Okay, and then you have your directory of where you can see how you can invite people. You can invite people to join your send people messages, networking within the directory and things of that nature. You can here you can send out your invitations. You can create little invites and send them over and invite people to join your network and things of that nature. So it's just like your own little social media site. Okay. All right. right. Let me answer some of these questions right here. I need to change my company profile. Do I send that to training at RBBSLSE.org? No. Two is this. You're gonna reply back to anything that you gathered from us when you signed up, like when you got your the little messages that we send out to you all when you first signed up. We sent you all a set of messages along with a welcome packet. Okay, everybody that signed up, they got a couple of messages from us. Just reply back to those messages. All you got to do. Let's see here. Let me go to see if I can pull them up. Pull up some. Right here. Let me just pull up one of you all now. I'll show you what it looks like. So these here. Feedback. All right, see these little messages right here that we send out? We send these out to everybody. Everybody got a set of messages from us, like this person, Victor Martinez, got 3 messages from us when he signed up. The first message was a kind of a long, welcome new member message, right? Then he got another one that talks about what? The scheduling, the orientation, and the nightly, weekly trainings and stuff like that. And then he responded back, okay, I have played the service, blah, blah, blah. So he responded back. We sent him another message. So you just reply back to here if you want to change your settings. If you want to change your profile, just reply to any one of those messages and make sure you put at the in the message, the heading, profile change. Okay, and just put down what changes you want done to it, and the interns will get it and they will make the changes. Just that simple. Okay. And the next question on here was, I am not sure if I'm in the right place. I was a little on one of the questions, but it was a question that asked, they wanted me to explain. And since they were early and they were the only ones here, I felt the need to go ahead and answer it. All right. Next question. Who has a question? Who has a question? Who has a question?
I don't know if you can hear me. Hello?
Okay.
Hey, Mr. Calvin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, I was wondering, all right, so whenever we start, because I'm just now getting into the program, but I know you were talking about being a mentor later on or an instructor. Well, I have to, you said I would have to grow that business to 100,000. So what I have to go and get it registered here in state, right, with an LLC under it for what is that, for dispatcher, for dispatcher firm?
Yeah. Just basically you have to be in a registered LLC within your state. That's what it means to be a state license.
Okay. No, I do have
so just file.
But I would need to switch that over to do business under you guys. Well,
you would need to add. Yeah, you would need to add because that's for trucking. So if someone were to, because look, if the federal government decides to audit us, okay, so when you start making money, because we're talking like $40 million per year when you add all this up and you paid everybody and we're paying out, we're paying out what? If you got a total of, that's a lot of dispatches, right? If you got a total of what? 5, you got a total of 5 instructors per state. That's what, 5 times 48. That's a lot of instructors, man. Right?
That is a lot.
And we're paying out, and we're paying out to the tune of what, 100 to 70 a year per instructor, with bonuses and everything else.
Right.
You understand? That's a lot of money changing hands. And we're talking, a lot of money that's changing hands. So when you start exchanging that kind of money and breaking people off with those types of checks and stuff, the federal government is going to come away.
It's going to come knocking, yeah.
Can we see your books? Yeah, can we see your books, please? Can we see how these people, what qualifies them to be an instructor, please? Can we see their state licensing? And, No.
for the successful setup. So do you have somebody like? Would you have somebody run your books instead of you doing it yourself? Because you're working with a lot of employees now. Because
we have an accountant. We have an accountant. Yeah.
Oh, you have an accountant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't even
My uncle is the
people who's ready to jump in with me right now.
Yeah, my uncle Johnny James George. You all can look him up. He is y'all. Have any of you ever heard of AX? AXE Investments.
I haven't heard of it.
An account. No. Okay.
No.
Well, he was one of the founders of that, and yeah, he does our books. He would be the person that's doing our books. His name is Johnny James George. You can look him up. If you Google him, you'll see him. He's kind of like my twin. He's my uncle. He's only about 10 years older than I am. But people say that we look like twins. His name is Johnny.
Now, Mr. Calvin, I don't use Square. Do I use QuickBooks for my accounting? Since I've been using QuickBooks for all of my, my logistics and trucking in the past. So I found out that they have an invoicing system. Is it up to us what type of accounting system we use for invoicing?
Yeah, well, we recommend that you use Square invoicing. That's who we recommend. Now, but you can use it. You can anything you want to. But
yeah, I saw the features and I compared it to QuickBooks, and they're pretty similar. The only difference is at the end of the year, I can pretty much import all of my documents into my tax information without having to go to a third party.
With who? QuickBooks? You can do the same thing with Square. You can do the same thing with Square. Because at the end of each year, Square, I just go and just pull up my, they even prepare. No. It's all prepared for me. All I do is just pull it up. And I can either download it all right into an Excel file, or I can just request my W-9 already filled out. Let's just turn it in.
No,
you know what I mean?
The other aspect of the business that I did, I have the business, but I'm an employee of my own company now, so so that kind of changed a little. So now I have payroll.
And that's what that's what it means to be a CEO. I mean, I have the same type of setup. But Square has always, done right by me. It's great. But I mean, I don't have any problems with it. But like I said, you can use just whatever you want to. You can use QuickBooks, you can use Square, you can use. I mean, there's a whole slew of things out there. The reason why, and as y'all can see, we do kind of look alike. But anyway, that's my uncle right there, and he's one of those our investments and our investing in our books and all of the financial aspects of what we do. But he is an investment advisor with AXA, and
that looks like your brother.
Yeah, everybody says that we're twins. but yeah, that's my uncle. Yeah, but we both played basketball at the same colleges and everything. We were just 10 years apart. But that's what he does. Okay. This is a lot of fun for pro basketball players. and pro football players. He played with the Milwaukee Bucks back in the early and mid 70s. So he was a point guard for the Milwaukee Bucks back then. So that's how he got his connections with a lot of the sports teams and things. And when he started his investment firm, it was a natural progression for him to get a lot of the guys who were in professional sports. So, but that's how he started. But anyway, if you all need some, look him up. Okay, he's very good at what he does. Extremely good at what he does. All right. Okay, but yeah, I use Square. I mean, Square works great for me. Like I say, I go in here, I can pull up my reports, all types of stuff. I pull my reports up. I can do analysis. I can do, all types of reports and things like that. We can do analysis, gross sales. We can do them by the year, by the month, by the week. We can do comparisons from last year, this time year. Put out here, pull up our taxes. As you can see here, we can pull up all our taxes and stuff, or what we're at so far in revenue and all this type of stuff. So we can pull up all this stuff in Square, real quick at a bam, monthly revenue, yearly revenue, and things of that nature, how much we've earned for the month, and all that type of stuff. So all that stuff is pulled up right through Square, and they keep track of everything.
The only reason I brought up I already had QuickBooks set up with my business account, so I didn't want to have to make a transition to a whole different system.
Yeah, but Square works great for us. Okay, but like I say, there's QuickBooks, there's all types of stuff that you can use, just whatever works for you. Because remember, you all don't work for us. Okay,
right.
You don't. We are just your consultants. That's it. We are your consultants, and then if you are starting to participate in the guaranteed career placement events, you are still just contracted. You're still just contracted. You're contractors. Plain and simple. Okay, so that's how it works.
So after this evening, can we go ahead and just start contracting these carriers?
Well, you're talking about how do you get started?
Yeah.
That's what I was about to start asking.
Okay. Yeah. Look.
Because
have you all attended any of the orientations?
I came in late that very first day. I was like almost at the end.
All right. So all right. Make it a point to go and watch videos. Watch some of the latest ones. Just go to your video library, which is just right here. Go to your video library, okay? And then you're going to go to your live weekly training and curriculum videos. You're going to stroll over to when you see orientation. Okay. Right? When you see orientation, start watching. Just watch one of the orientation videos. There's the orientation one. Here's one right here. Just click on it and watch one of the orientation videos. They're pretty much the same. With a little bit different, but they're the same. Every last one of them. So watch other orientation videos and see we go from start to finish. Tells you whether if you watch the orientation video, I promise you're gonna know how to find everything in your back office. Because how do you find everything in your back office? You start by doing what? Clicking on everything. That's the best way to find out where everything is. Just click on everything.
Yeah, I remember you saying yesterday, now, click it, you ain't gonna break it.
You're not. Exactly.
Right.
Because look, you're not gonna just jump into this and just, your very first day I'm gonna start calling carriers. No. Because all you're gonna do with that is you're gonna burn stuff out because you don't know what you're doing. You literally don't know what you're doing. You may have been in the business 100 years, but you've never been on this platform. So what you need to do is go through your orientation videos, right? Go through and click on all the stuff that's in your back office, learn where everything is. In other words, take a breather, a time out, and just learn what you have in front of you.
Okay.
Learn how to use it. Figure out what it is before you just jump on and say, oh, I'm going to make some money. Oh, I'm going to make some money. Now,
Right.
Take
Right.
some time to figure out what it is you actually have. Yeah.
All right.
So take a moment to figure out what it is you actually have. If that's a week, take a week. If that's 2 weeks, take 2 weeks. If it's 30 days, take 30 days. But figure out and learn what you have in front of you by clicking on stuff, going through it, going through the load board, figuring out where all the load boards are, reading over your script, learning your script, reading over your dispatch agreement, learning your dispatch agreement. Go over your profile sheet, learn that. Go over your workflow, learn that. Watch the orientation videos.
Okay.
You go through your videos and watch where it says the perfect pitch. Watch where it says how to do your invoicing. Watch where it says go through your videos and watch that stuff and learn that stuff. And then once you got a good grasp and a good feel of actually how to use your new tools and your new resources, how to use this, this new vehicle you have, then you take it for a test drive. All right?
Okay.
But you don't just jump in a Porsche 911, that's got the little hand knobs and the shift or a Lamborghini, and you everyone put it. You say no.
All right. So
you gotta learn how to shift that bad boy. All right.
Get the video
So
first.
yeah, so take some time and figure out what you got, learn what you got, and then take it out for a test drive. If you do it that way, you're going to come off a lot better. While we're on that subject, now we have all of this. I mean, there is no way possible that I could manage all of this, because when we first started out, I was doing everything myself. I was answering calls. I was allowing people to call me up all times of the night. I mean, literally, Susan was calling me at 2, 3 in the morning. Okay, my wife was not happy. I'm talking about Sunday nights, Saturday nights, 2, 3 in the morning, asking questions. And then for the most part, I would get up and answer. Okay, all through the week, phone would just ring all day long. Okay, but as we grew and grew and grew, that became impossible to handle. So then we started setting up little scheduled things. We had the chat group. We implemented the weekly trainings. And the reason why we implemented all that stuff, the weekly trainings, Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, Saturdays for 3 hours, okay? The reason why we implemented those is to give you all time to connect with me directly at certain scheduled times during the week. Okay. Therefore, there's no need for the phone call at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday or on a Wednesday and say, hey, I got a question. Okay, can't you save that till tonight or Wednesday night Q&A or spot training? Or if it's that, you skip a private consultation.
I feel bad because I done called you before. And I done called you before.
I'm just saying. I know, and look, for the most part, if you all call, I give you one question. But every now and then, well, not every now and then, but a lot of times I get individuals say, hey, I got a quick question for you. Okay, shoot. Answer that question. Okay, I got another one for you. Okay. All right. Well, let me ask you. All of a sudden, the point where I have to say, hey, if you want to have more time with me, go schedule a private consultation. Because if it's that important, right, and if you got that many questions, right, it's worth the $25 for a half-hour session.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it can wait until what?
Wednesday.
Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Saturday, we got 3 hours together. And this is every week. We got this time together. So that's why we have that scheduled time. Or go ask it in the chat group.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They'll answer you. Sometimes on the chat group. I even would chime in every now and then and answer questions on the chat group. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
and the reason why we're set up that way now, because that's the only way we can make this work. That's the only way we can make this work. Because if I try to appease each and every student, we have over 3,000 of you all. And if I try to appease each and every one of you all, guess what? The system will collapse. Okay, wouldn't be able to handle it, wouldn't be able to do anybody any good. So that's why I'm here now, at 13 answering Wednesday night. Well, last night we did spot training. Night before that we did orientation. On Saturday we're doing what? The Book and Freight from Home show, 3 hours. And we have a symposium that's coming up this Sunday. So that's why we have those scheduled times that you all can connect with me and ask questions and get that personal time and things like that. And we also offer what? The private consultations. Okay? Because I guarantee you, if you took a Scott Wood's course, or if you took what's the other who does the course now with you and do 2 days of training with you, it's like $1,700. She give you a certificate at the end. I guarantee you can't call none of them back and say, "Hey, Scott, I got a question for you." Or, "Hey, Scott, we're gonna have anything this Tuesday night, Wednesday night, or Monday night. Hey, Scott, we're gonna do anything, other than the stuff that you gave us during that course and you got my certificate." I guarantee you can't do that. I guarantee it. And I know they don't give you tools and resources and a back office site that access on a daily basis. And they definitely don't plug into a chat group where you all can talk with each other, because they don't want y'all talking with each other. You understand what I'm saying? So this platform is unique, but we need to keep it, and we need to stay within the rules and the schedule, things that we have within the platform in order to keep it running efficiently and smoothly. Because we start trying to ad lib and throw all this other stuff in, and then it's trust me, it's going to get to the point to where it's just, it will.
Yeah.
We have to keep up. No way possible. It's just not possible for me to keep up and trying to appease each and every person with each and every question any times during the day or night. It just wouldn't. I couldn't do it. Okay. Even if I had a call center, it still wouldn't work, because we tried that. That wouldn't work. We tried having the interns interact with you all online. It was still too much, because when we allow you all to just, become unleashed, it's like 1,000 voices, actually 3,000 voices speaking at the same.
Wow.
Okay, so let's try to stay within the framework and work within the framework. Okay, all right. Next question. No other questions? No other questions.
You said we don't have that 800 number anymore, right?
No, we don't do 800 numbers anymore. I am deleting the last. I think we got about 600 more people we have to delete off of the 800. We deleted all 600. We had like 3,200, like 3,100 of y'all that had toll-free numbers and extensions and all that type of stuff. So we deleted about 2,800, 2,700, something like that. We got about 600 more that we need to purge from the system. And one of the reasons why we was the main reason that DOT told us that we couldn't do it anymore. Okay, because when we separated ourselves from underneath their their guidelines from underneath their control or their jurisdiction. One is that we have to completely break from earning any type of revenue or being a part of the process, the actual intricate process of booking freight. So as a logistics learning center, all we do is we provide you all with the tools, resources, advice, and consultations, and training and stuff like that. We cannot make any revenue from the actual booking of freight, and that includes doing any of your invoicing. That includes taking a portion of your dispatch fee or anything like that. That's why now you all keep 100% of everything you earn. Okay, and we cannot non-employees on our dispatch firms listed extensions. You understand what I'm saying? So we can't provide extensions to individuals who are not employees of RBBS Transport LLC, which you all are not, because you all are students. Okay, and you're members of a network, but you're not employees of our company. All right. Another reason is it just got way too expensive. So a lot of you all were making phone calls from those numbers, and that was not supposed to be the case. You was strictly prohibited from making the per dollar. Okay. And there was a couple of months we had over $6,000 phone bill. Literally. There were a couple of months we had over our phone bill was more than $6,000 because we had about 1,000 people, just making calls all day long, and they were charging us by the minute on each phone call made. Okay, so our board of trustees, they looked at that and said, "Oh, man, gotta do something about that." And that's but I think what we have now is actually better. If you all work it the way you're supposed to be working it, I'm going to go in and redo the settings where everybody will be an administrator. Now, when we do that, there are going to be rules. Okay. Don't go in and start trying to change the website or trying to, redo the website or reformat the website. Don't do that. Don't make any changes to the website. You can change your profiles. You can change, your profiles and things like that. Don't go and update or change any of the settings, because remember, as an administrator, you all have an access to this stuff, but you need to practice some restraint. Okay. So don't go in and trying to, cause disruption with the website and things like that, simply because we made you an administrator. You do not have permission in any way, shape, or form to do any of that. You only have permission to be an administrator and manage your own profile and your own specific account. Okay.
Okay, so that, in other words, you're saying, okay, so I'll use myself for example. This is PLFB, and I am a registered member of the Dispatchers Network, and here's my profile.
Yeah, you're gonna be like the members here. Yeah. You create your profile. When you go in, you create your profile. You gotta create your profile, and basically you're gonna, But once I switch you off, because right now I've got it set where everybody would be a moderator, because I thought that would solve the problem. But obviously it gets. So I gotta make everybody an administrator. So when you go in, you'll be able to do what I can do, because right now I can't go in and make changes. I can make changes to your profile, but you can't. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I don't even think I can't even edit your profile. I can't do it. You're supposed to be able to do it, but obviously you all can't, because you're not administrators. Okay? I can add you as a friend. I can add people as a friend. I can send a friend request. Please be my friend. Send requests, whatever the case may be. Okay? I just send him a friend request. So you all can add other as your friends and everything. That's what makes this kind of like a social media site. Okay. But you can't, right now, you can't update your profiles. You can, when you first create it, like going to put in, you can join, put in that stuff, but you can't update your profile. Now, me, I can update mine. Why? Because I am an administrator. I can come in here, I can click on mine, and guess what? I can go and edit my profile, as you all can see, right? And once I make you all an administrator, you all will be able to do this too. Come in and add your profile picture. You can add whatever you want your name to be. I've got mine as no change to or transfer LLC. See, I can update my profile, submit it, and I'm not a robot, and voila, there it is. See, I've changed it. RBBS Transport LLC. That's who I am now. See, RBBS Transport LLC. Change my profile from down here, and you all will be able to, you know, type all the stuff in you want to say about yourself. You can change your colors and stuff within your own file, the links and stuff. You know, click here, click this link to enroll. You can click this link to view my website or whatever it be. You know, all types of stuff. Okay, but you all will only be able to do that after I make each and every one of you all, or I change the settings to make everyone who joins this site an administrator. But we're going to have a set of rules that, because we're allowing you all to be an administrator, please do not come in and try to change, you know, the functionality of the site itself. You're more than welcome to change your profiles in any way you want to, but don't mess with the site. Okay?
All right, Calvin, I got a two-part question, and I'm sorry if I'm hogging up the questions, you guys, in there.
Go ahead. Anybody else jumping in? Knock this about.
My question is, my two-part question is, as an individual, you know, you and I have been in the industry for a long time as drivers and done the back office stuff before. Now, personally, how many carriers can you handle personally or yourself, and at what point did you decide that you needed more help?
6 carriers. To be honest with you, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're not going to be able to handle more than 5 or 6 carriers. For every 5 carriers you get, you need to hire yourself a dispatch agent. Okay? Because let's look at it this way. If your average carrier, you got to run them at least, 3 to 4 loads per week, right? On average, right? So let's pick 4 loads per week. You're going to be able to go in and every morning or once a week and be able to book your carriers out for a week, all 5 of them, find each of them 4 loads. Or if you book, like most dispatchers don't book the loads out for the week. Now, I take that back. With the straight dispatch helper, you can probably increase that to 7 to 8 carriers that you can handle by yourself. Why? Because that dispatch helper speed things up a lot. Okay? So, but I will still keep it at every 5, every 5 owner operators you contract. You know, if you get 5 more, hire yourself an independent dispatch agent to help you with that second set of 5. Then you get another 5, you hire one. You get another set of 5, you hire another one. Okay?
Now, would I need to sign up for the E-Corp to bring people on for that? Like,
no. I mean, if you want them to take our training, if you want us to train them, if you want them to have their own login to our back office tools, resources, and everything, then yeah, you have to sign up you have to update to the corporate enrollment.
Okay.
But if you're going to train them yourself,
all right. Okay. And then,
but if you want each of them to have access to the load boards and everything, and And remember, corporate enrollment actually saves you money. It actually saves you money because if you're looking at the corporate enrollments, the way it works is if you got more than 3 employees, corporate enrollment saves you a ton of money. Because if each of you had to enroll separately, that's $349.95 for each one of you, right?
Right.
But corporate enrollment 1.0, you can enroll up to what?
10 people?
10 employees and for $699.95. Right? Now, if you break that down to each one of you, if there's 3 of you, you're coming out on top. Right?
Right. And there's going to be 4. I have 4 people who want to join under me already.
Exactly. And you're only paying $99 per month for 11 of you. For yourself and 10 partners or 10 employees. $99 for up to 11 of you, and you pay, what, $695.95 on your enrollment. 11 of the entire team. And then when you get more than 11, then you move up to the 2.0. Why? Because you can enroll up to 21. Yourself and 20 what? Employees or partners. Right? And that one is what? $999 on your enrollment fee and $199 per month. And then if you got more than 20 employees, go for the corporate enrollment unlimited. You can enroll an unlimited number of employees for $2,499.95. And you can, it's an unlimited number of employees for $209 per month. Now, if you're got each one of your employees paying a $10.99 access fee, they're paying that to you. Look at how that breaks down for you. You got 10 employees, and they each paying you what? $10 per month. How much is that?
$100.
Exactly. Your monthly fee is what? $99, right?
So you got it right there. With a dollar.
Exactly. You covered, man.
Or McDouble.
No, you. Yeah, you. If you're doing that with the unlimited, if you got enough, of employees, you doing it that way, you can wind up making money.
Oh yeah.
On top of that, okay. So our platform is set up for you all to win. That's how it's set up. It is not set up to take advantage of you all in any way, shape, or form. Everything about our platform is set up for you all to be able to use it to your advantage and use it to win. Okay, that's the way. Okay.
I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you said on Sunday the symposium, right? When that's coming up,
Yep.
You're going to give out the question for us to find funding if we want to be the what is that financial advisor or and that what is and that
you want to be the government funding acquisitions officer.
Funding acquisition officer. Okay. And you're going to give us the question on Sunday. And where will we post those that answer at? Will we just call post it on the board, or how will we relay them the answer?
No, you're not going to be posting. What you're going to do is you're going to contact us. You're going to call them and say, hey, I got the approvals for the RBBS Logistics Learning Center from the boat rehab program. I got the approval for the RBBS Logistics Learning Center from the Workforce Plus or Job Source One or Career Force, or whatever. Or I got the approval from the Federal Corrections Back to Work program. All right. If you got that approval, then guess what? All you're gonna do is you're gonna call me up, or you're gonna send us an email saying, "Hey, I got your first 2 approvals. All right, this is who we need to contact. Here is what they're gonna need from you."
Approvals from different agencies for back to work and.
I'm sorry.
So you just need the approval for back to work.
Yeah.
And just funding.
You get 2 approvals. You get 2. Look, there are basically 4. Yeah, there are basically 4 government entities that we need to get the approvals from. Okay.
Okay.
the VA vote we have, okay?
Okay.
Right?
Right.
The federal corrections back to work.
I wanted to write these down real quick.
Yeah, all that's going to be on Sunday. I'm not even supposed to be telling you all this right now. All I'm going to have all that laid out for you all. It's going to be in a PDF thing where you all can pull it up, and I'm going to put it out to all of you all. Okay, on Sunday. They'll have all that stuff in there. Okay? And then basically, when you all are competing for that position, basically all you're going to be doing is you're going to be going here, and you're going to be basically sharing this information with them. Because what is this? This is basically what? An executive summary which outlines all of our numbers and how this works and what it's for. So this is what you do, right?
Right.
You're going to send them this.
I understand.
Right? Because you all are going to be what? Working on our behalf to get the approval. So obviously when they get ready to, if you're sending them this and they're contacting you and you all worked it out, obviously they're going to do what? They're going to be sending us some stuff saying that Mr. So-and-so and so has contacted us about, this and that. And we like to talk with you about issuing you your approvals.
Okay.
Right? Because all our contact information is right there. And you're going to be in contact with them, sure that they, when they do contact us, you're going to be part of that conversation, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? All right.
Yes,
there you go. So you're going to send them that. You're going to send them the course schedule. There it is, outlined right there on what the whole course schedule is, starting from what? Day one, even our course course numbers, the course title, everything's right here. From day one, 9 a.m. orientation. Course description. It's all right there.
Planning one of those in Atlanta?
Okay, day 2. Huh? Yeah, Atlanta's going to be with Georgia. Obviously, is one of the 4-day states. So Atlanta, it's going to be all of the tourist attraction cities. So the 4 cities that we're choosing for each state are going to be cities that are, that are tourist attractions.
So people with us right now who are just now getting in still had an opportunity to go ahead and be a course instructor once we start doing it, but it's going to be, you said,
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's got an opportunity. Everyone has an equal opportunity.
That's a goal.
If you set up your firm, if your firm guidelines are laid out, then you have an opportunity.
I'm out of Dallas right now. You said all 48 states, though, right? So you guys are coming to Texas.
Yes, all 48 states. Obviously, Dallas is going to be one of the states. Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, Corpus Christi. Yeah. Okay. We want to hit the states that's got, pro basketball, pro football, beach area, stuff like that. Because we want to have some events that, that students and the instructors will be able to attend while they're, in those states, doing those. Doing those events, the 2 weeks that they're down there. That's why we're not. So someone suggested, well, why don't you just have a place in Tallahassee or in one state where everybody can come? That's boring, right? That's boring. We want to have it in areas where people are going to be wanting to go. It's almost like a working vacation, right? Both for what? The students and for what? The instructors. You want it to be an event. You don't want it just to be a school you go to.
I got some contact with the Georgia Works program out here in Atlanta that I can present this to. And their program is actually government funded.
Yeah. Go for it. If you get approved for organizations that can supply us with students and they're willing to cut that $7,500 check, guess what? We'll show them how to book freight.
Okay.
Okay, and give them a a guaranteed opportunity to work for a logistics and opportunity a year. That's what it's all about.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm excited.
All right.
Gotta go watch the videos first.
You should be. Yeah, you should be excited. Look. We're bringing a lot of, and we get ready to wrap this up. We're bringing a lot of new things to the industry. No one's ever done anything like this before. There are some schools out there that you can go to, and they have the government the funding, but they don't guarantee. There's no guarantee. You go to these training schools or whatever, these freight broker training schools, freight broker boot camp, and all this type of stuff, and they get a certificate, which is worthless. They get what? They get rules, regulations, terms, terminology. They get a receipt, and then they get cut loose. Okay, that's it. No guarantees.
In other words,
there's no reward at the end.
Like manage, right? To say, once they are completed with their course, they have an opportunity to work as a dispatcher agent for my firm.
Not just your firm. They're having they choose to work for. Because see, this is kind of a reverse interview at the end. The instructors are giving the instructions on, how to do all this stuff. And then at the end, on the last day, on that Saturday, after they have passed their final exam, at the end of each day, they're going to be required to, when they get back to the hotel room, before they come back to class, they're going to have to go online and take a short, open book quiz each night that they got to pass at a grade of 70, 25 questions, okay? And then on the final day, they're going to have the final exam. It's going to be monitored testing. It's going to be about 125 questions. And it's going to be closed book. You see what I'm saying? Now, on that Saturday, when the graduates, right, in the lobby area, whatever case may be, each of the instructors will have their booths downstairs in the lobby area or in the conference room area where the graduating students can review your company's information. You may have a rep down there to answer questions for them. And then if that student says, okay, I want to interview this company. So then that student will choose, okay, I want John's dispatching. He wants to interview the owners of John's dispatching. You are not interviewing them. You've already guaranteed that a position is going to be available to every graduated student. It's up to the students who graduates to choose you. You understand?
Right.
Completely different concept.
I get the concept.
Exactly. So if they decide that they want you, John, then they'll sign that list. This is who I want to interview. They will come up to your hotel suite because all the owners would be upstairs in their respective suites. Get up to the hotel suite. Someone will place them in a waiting area, and then each student who has chosen their firm that they want to go, that they think that they want to go work with, they will come in and then they will interview you. You will not be interviewing them. Okay, they will be interviewing you to see if your company is right for them, not the other way around, because you've already made the choice. You've already committed to create a position with your firm. You understand how now you all are seeing how this is completely different. It's a reverse scenario, which guarantees what? Career placement.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that feeling you're feeling right now, imagine how the graduates will feel, knowing that they get to choose what company they want to go work with, that they want to work for.
Yeah, that's
Not like
rewarding right there.
Exactly. That's why I always try to tell you all, learn to think outside the box. Learn to be innovative in whatever you're doing within this industry. Try to be an innovator and be a trendsetter instead of a past follower. Okay, start doing things that completely different from what everyone else is doing, and just watch how many people starts to fall in behind you. So, and we try to do more than just teach you all how to book freight. We want to teach you all how to be logistics entrepreneurs. That's what the whole concept of the consulting and networking platform is all about. That's the whole concept of the consulting platform. Okay? We want to change the way you all think about this industry, just business in general. We want to train you to be entrepreneurs. We want to train you to be innovative. We want to train you to be leaders in the industry. That's why we have so many of our members developing platforms, developing software. I mean, we got some people doing some amazing things within our industry, within our platform.
I tell you, they did not do this.
I'm sorry?
I said they did not teach me this in business school. I'll tell you that much.
You can't learn this stuff in school. It's real life. Don't just be look. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have gone to college. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So much money.
I met a young man, 17 years old. He was working at a thrift shop, 17 years old. The young man is smart. He's developing his own superhero comics. Okay, but he's not putting them in like print. He is actually developing them in. He's developing these little YouTube shorts, like little comics on YouTube, right? He's got his own line of comics on YouTube that he's developing because he's into shooting movies and the animations and things like that. And he said, that's what he likes to do. So my suggestion was, I'm gonna do this. Man, don't ever go work for anybody. Don't you dare. I understand you're working this job now to help pay for some money to get to go to school, but let me tell you something. As soon as you can, I wish someone had gave me this advice. As soon as you get to the point, and you're young, so you can do this. As soon as you can, break off on your own and take what you love and turn it into a business. I don't care if you got to sleep in your car. Okay? I don't care if you got to move into a homeless shelter. Man, you're 17, 18, 19 years old. You can take it. Do this. Because at that young age, you used to what? Bumming off your friends and sleeping in this house and sleeping in that apartment. You understand what I'm saying? You can do this. You already found something that you love to do and you're good at it. Turn it into a business. Now, you may not make as much money as Marvel Studios or Marvel Comics, but guess what? You're going to make more money, 10 times more money than you would have made if you went to work for Marvel Studios or Marvel Comics. Sure. So they're not going to pay you what you're worth. Sure. If they'll pay $1,000 now, I guarantee you that. So you see what I'm saying? You will never ever be paid what you are worth if you are working for someone else. It's just impossible. That's why our platform is set up for you all to work for yourself. Okay? So anytime you're working for someone else, you're not truly being paid what you are worth. All right?
Yes, sir.
So, and I'm hoping he takes that advice because he's young, and if he starts off now, with the entrepreneur mindset, by the time he's 25, 26 old, man, he'll be in there. You know what I'm saying? So, start doing it now while you're young, and it's never too late to start. Just just do it. Just step out there and do it. Okay. All right, that's gonna do it. I will see you all on Saturday at 10:15 for the 6 Figures Booking Freight from Home, and then again on Sunday morning at the symposium if you all are going to attend. 9 a.m. Sunday morning is when it starts. It's going to run until about 11:45. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Thank you all again for joining us. And here we'll see you all. We'll see y'all on Sunday morning, and then back here again on Monday night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night. Y'all have a great night. I appreciate each and every last one of you all. Y'all have a good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, Calvin.
All right.